Christmas theme video for you, and I'm just going to just do a little ASMR whisper or ramble about some Christmas ornaments that I have to share, and just keep it in a Christmas theme with the ramble. So it's not really planned or anything, but I just thought it would be nice, since I had a little time, to do something Christmas related. And so basically I'm showing you some of my favorite Christmas tree ornaments, and we'll just kind of go from there. And I thought it might be nice to have a little hot chocolate, so I'll be drinking the hot chocolate and sharing the ornaments with you in ASMR style, and hopefully you find this relaxing. I'm gonna put some marshmallows in my hot chocolate. Let me get a few of those. I don't normally add marshmallows. I like them, but I don't really do it often, so it's kind of a treat to do that today. So I'm gonna put a few of those in here. Let me see. Okay. Just a few. Oops. A couple. I think I could use a couple more. Let's see. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay. There may be some bag sounds in this for those of you that like crinkly bags. Hopefully that sound turns out. I don't know. The way I have my mics positioned, I'm not really sure. So hopefully it's not too loud or too far away from the mic for you to pick the sounds up, but I'll just see. Hope for the best, okay? Anyway, let me have a little sip of this. It's nice. The cocoa that I'm drinking is chocolate and raspberry flavored cocoa, so it's nice. It's got a nice taste. I like that. So anyway, let me start. Oh, just a little bit about the ornaments. Kind of a thing to explain about Christmas trees and things like that, and in my family, or the way we did trees when I was a kid, mostly the trees were just decorated for fun, and I liked them because I loved to decorate the Christmas tree. Growing up, that was one of my favorite things to do. So I always participated in decorating the tree, and was willing to completely decorate it. If that was possible, I'd take the job on completely. If other people were busy or something, because I loved it. It was really fun, and I've always been a creative person, so it was a way for me to express my creativity, so I really enjoyed it. So, but as a kid, you just like to do things for fun, so you're really not thinking about the aesthetics always, so they were just all over the place. It was just kind of silly sometimes, but as I matured, so we always, after, later in years, we had Christmas themes, so the trees were more aesthetically appealing, I think, in my opinion. And they were always different, so it actually was more challenging for me, since I love to be artistic and creative, because, you had to really think about what you were doing with the tree, because you had a theme to try to stay within the bounds of, and then of course I wanted them to look pretty or beautiful, or whatever. If you were going for a cutesy thing, you wanted it to be, like I said, appealing to the eye, so that was the direction that I went with the trees. And so I have a lot of ornaments that, some of them were just individual, but they were maybe within the theme, so meaning like I'll have an ornament, it's like the only one that I have, and that I'll be sharing with you. And then some of them, there were multiples, and that was maybe one of the main ornaments, or with a combination of ornaments in that particular theme, or with that particular type of look. So that is one thing to keep in mind when I share these. These just happen to be some of my favorites. I have a lot more, but I can't share them all, so I'm sharing the, oops, sorry, I don't want to knock that over. I want to share some of the ones that I really liked, that I thought were really pretty or unique. This is one of them. Let me see, I need to, okay, I'm going to move some of these out of the way until I bring them back. Move this up here. Okay. So I'll start with this one, because this one is unique. There's only one of these in my collection that I will be sharing with you. And, I have no idea what this is. It's just pretty. Almost looks like it could be part of, say, a very fancy, maybe this part here, a necklace or something, right? So I like this, the sound of the beads, and then this is just a ball of some kind with little beads on it. It's metal. It's all gold plated, so obviously it's just say an accent piece, but I always just, and I've seen it in the store one Christmas. I really would have liked to have a lot of these, I think they would have looked really nice, but they were just in a section where there weren't that many, so could have bought a few, but I just thought, okay, well, there's not that many. So, and they're small, if they were larger, maybe that would have worked, but I thought it would be nice as just an accent piece, a standalone. I think this is really pretty up here, kind of, too. So, and I would just hang them on the tree with those traditional hooks. So, and it really, the way that it's, you can see through it. I don't know if you can see that. I think it's, hopefully things are staying in focus. I don't know, but it reflects light through it, so it's really pretty. And usually when once we started decorating with a theme, we would also do that with the lights. Like, I remember as a kid, I loved the multicolor lights, so usually that was always the type of lights that we would use. So, but later when we started doing themes, we would pick the colors too of the lights. Usually they never were multicolor anymore. They were like solid color, but we would pick different colors different years based on the theme. And maybe at best we would use like 2 colors. But that was it. They were never really like multicolors. They were like total strands, and maybe you would say, you'd pick, say, like gold and maybe red or something like that. Or you make gold and like clear, you know, that kind of look. Things like that. Colors that kind of would work off of each other and give a certain feel to the other ornaments that would be on the tree, and just give it that extra kind of sparkle or you know, effect, kind of setting a mood or something. So we would do that, and this ornament really works well with lighting because of the fact that the way it, first of all, it's kind of translucent. There's the translucent effect with the beads, and so they reflect light, and then there's openings through this ball, so it's really, really pretty with the lights. I just loved it. It's a really, really pretty ornament. Like I said, I hope that the mics are picking up the sound of this, because it sounds really nice to my ears. And if the mic picks up what I'm hearing, it should be very ASMR relaxing, or ASMR triggering, or whatever you want to call it. So it's one of my favorites. I'm gonna put it away for now. Then we have this. This is there are a lot of these, so this is one of the items or ornaments that you can put all over the tree with other things. Usually it was never just one ornament. You know, I didn't particularly like that, but it would be one ornament, maybe a couple different ornaments, and they would go all over the tree. And this is one of them. Here's a star, and it's just very simple in a way, but I just think it's kind of pretty. Again, most of these really, they're just great for lights because they're very reflective. All of the items that I'm going to show you are that way, and it wasn't really like planned that way. It just kind of worked out. Which after that, after like the first time we started doing theme trees and was working with the lighting, I started realizing what types of items would give that effect. So then it was a deliberate thing. We'd buy ornaments that you thought would help with that kind of aesthetic for the tree, and it would be real reflective. So let me have a little more cocoa. That's good. So these were one. I won't say they were exactly my favorite stars. I have some others, but they were a little harder to get to because they were kind of a bigger box and more of a pain to pull out. So I just went with these. These are one of my favorites, and I had a lot of them. So, and they were on the theme trees. There were other stars that weren't really like this. Some of them are a little bit bigger, and they're pretty, but you know, they just didn't have the same reflective effect. So I went with these to share with you guys. just glistens when you have it on the tree. And it also, with the different color lights, it takes on this kind of tinge of the color of the lights. For example, like if you put purple lights on the tree, it has this purple cast to it. It's so pretty. I hope you can see that. But I don't know. I just love that. And I like sometime it would do this. Sometime it's maybe movement. If you are walking near the tree, I would begin to move around, and then it would go like that a little bit, and then that would drink. You'd see it glimmer, the light reflections. So it was like it was twinkling, almost like it was a light itself. Let me see. Let me put in there. I really need to be paying attention to the monitor. So I don't know if I'm in frame sometime. I'm like so into what I'm saying that I'm not paying attention to that. Sorry guys if I didn't do that. So very sparkly. So it has glitter on it, and I have to keep it wrapped up so that it kind of and protected and put in like a container, because these could break easily, so they're very delicate. So this is one of my favorites, and I'm gonna put it back in its bag. And I have this. No, this had a bow on it, and it was here somewhere. I have to glue it back on, or secure it on somehow with wire or something. Probably glue it, but because I think it was glued, but maybe keep it from coming off. Maybe I can just use a little bit of wire and like weave that in there. But as you can see, that's what it looked like, and that came off. Obviously, this year. It's been on there for a while, but it came off. So when I grabbed it, it popped off. So, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to have it. It just, I think it adds something. It's pretty. And this is also really designed to really reflect light. Again, because of its design, you can see through it. It has a lot of holes. It's very shiny. I don't know if it's showing up like that. Again, but if you can see it, and it is picking up that way. Sorry for that noise, guys. It's really hard to do videos in the day because it's so noisy sometimes. Very sorry. Anyway, what I was saying is, if you can see that, it's shiny and gold ornaments, or bronze looking, I guess you would say. Sometimes was part of the theme, so we'd use that type on the tree. Maybe everything had the gold look, or at least a bronze look, or sometimes it was silver, or sometimes they were clear, like glass ornaments, things like that. So it's really pretty. There were a lot of these, so you could use them. I like this. The ribbon. The ribbon is kind of a rough some ribbon this way, like a long ribbon that you can, like, wrap around the tree. Or you could cut them and, make them into these kind of ribbons, but we usually just would wrap it around the tree, like garland instead sometime. And we actually had some that was gold, and the texture was sort of like this, and then there were some that were like a mash color, a mash type of ribbon in different colors, in various different colors. So I really like those. The trees looked usually pretty elegant. That's what I would say. Where I was going for that kind of look. Okay. Okay, so moving on to some more. I'm going to show you one of my favorites. I would say of all of these, this is my favorite one. Hopefully it's not too loud. I hope that wasn't too loud. I'm sorry guys if it was. But this is my favorite of all of them. I hope you can see this. This is so pretty, and it just glimmers. And again, it looks so pretty on the tree, or on trees. It is just beautiful. I love this. I only have one. I'd love to have had like a bunch of these, but they didn't cut, they were just accent pieces, ornaments when they have in like a small section, and they just have a very few, and then people have brought some of the other, and so literally sometimes there's only one, and you're just like, oh, that's beautiful. I wish it came in a box of maybe 4 or 5 or something, and then you just buy a bunch of them and put them on the tree, but that's not what this was. So let me see if I can get it in frame. Sorry, it's not in frame. Yeah, it was only one. Literally, there was only one of these, literally, in the store, so, and I was just glad that I was able to at least get one. But it's so pretty, it's beautiful, I love it. Very delicate, so you have to put it away and you have to wrap it up. So sparkly, and it could easily break, so, but, I love it, and it has some green and red gems on it. Some of them are maybe blue, but it's so pretty. I love it, and it, let's see, I don't want to mess it up, but it makes a nice sound. You can hear it tapping on it, it's so pretty. So, moving on to the next one. The others, let's see. This is a glass bell, and it actually is glass, it's not plastic. So you have to be really careful with this one too. But, I have a few of these, not a lot, but, it's more than one. So, they're like really pretty. I like them, and they're just a little small glass bell. And then snowflake. I think this one's really pretty, and even though it doesn't look like it would be like some of the others as reflective, but it is. It really is, and I just love it. They're also very delicate, though. I'm always afraid that they're gonna break, but so far I've had them a long time, so done really well with that. Them not breaking, which is really great. I'm really happy about that. So, and then let's see. Have lights going down. Oh, I can't believe it. So I don't know if you can see as well. This is really, 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 really nice. I like this. It's pretty. It was one of those things. There was, I think, just one. So most of these, that one, all of these weren't brought by me, but a family member or something. But there was literally only one. There are multiples of these, so, but I think they're pretty. And if you can see how shiny they are, you would, they're glass. So it's pretty. Up here, where it's metal, you have that. I just really like this. And another item that really looks beautiful with the lights on the tree. And as I said before, we went to theme trees. We would buy items, ornaments and stuff that really wouldn't do that. They just look cute, but they really didn't add anything to the lights. They weren't reflective at all, and that just takes a Christmas tree, in my opinion, to the next level, because it adds something that it's almost makes it look magical, and it's just so pretty. This is one of the stars. I forgot. Yeah, I did have another one. There's a bunch of these too. These are just gold stars, but again, because you can see through them, and they're very shiny, even though that might not be showing up here in the light. But you can see how it would shimmer in the light and glisten. It's really pretty. And then you have this, another sort of snowflake, I guess, in a way. I don't know. I don't really know what. I guess it looks kind of like snowflake shaped. They're just little balls that are, stuck together. They're very shiny. Transparent to some degree, other than it has glitter on them. So, but it just looks beautiful in the light also. I don't want to scratch on it too much because it's bringing that out. It's taking the glitter off. But I can tap on it. Doesn't seem to do it if I tap. But if I scratch on it, it'll take that off. So I don't want to do that. But it's so pretty. See what I mean? Hopefully you can see it. The light is going. I don't know if that's gonna help or make things worse. I don't know. Have a little bit more cocoa. So another cross. This one, of course, doesn't really have the same effect because it's solid, but it is really pretty. So even though it isn't like the other items, where light reflects through it, because you can't really expect something that's this solid to work like that. It has a glisten, it's not glitter. I don't know it's some kind of paint, and the paint's kind of a metallic. And then there is something they did with I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can see it, but there's some tiny stones in little places on the design, and they're glass. They're really, really tiny. They're little tiny, glass, like gems, and that is what gives it the ability to reflect the light. So when it is on the tree, it does it a little bit, not a lot, but that's why. It's still really pretty on a tree. So I like that. And then I'm almost done, but okay, I don't know. I think I'll finish off this hot chocolate because I think I messed up and I thought I was recording and it actually stopped. So I don't remember what I said, but hopefully I got the sounds of the garland in there. I was just talking about the cocoa, and I was saying I really love cocoa. Even though I like tea also, but I've always been a hot chocolate person, and I'll just drink it straight. Hot chocolate doesn't have to be flavored like this, but if it's flavored, that just makes it extra special in my opinion. And then I love tea, and in recent years I've become a person to appreciate coffee a lot more because I really wasn't much of a coffee person for years, but I drink a lot more coffee than I used to, and I really do enjoy it, and I am appreciating it a lot more. So, but I would say cocoa will always have a special hot chocolate. I don't know why I want to call it cocoa. I mean, you know, it can be used either way, but for some people, I guess it's better for me to say hot chocolate. Hot chocolate will always have a special place in my heart, I think. So I enjoy it. It's nothing like that. Not just for the holidays, but when it's cold and you need something to warm yourself up. Sorry about the noise, guys. But hot chocolate is the way to go. It just really hits a spot. So I wanted to do this video as a little combination of just straight ASMR because I want to remind you guys that I am doing it's regular ASMR now. I'm doing videos on the channel, so I mix them together. So I'm still doing eating videos, what you would say mukbang or mukbang, or just ASMR eating videos. But I also do standard ASMR videos with all the ASMR triggers that you might enjoy on this channel, and I mix them together. This video is meant to be sort of a combination by having the cocoa. For those of you like drinking sounds, and for those of you like the whispering, or talking, or soft-spoken. So those are the ASMR triggers in this, and then of course, then there's other sounds and visuals that I added to it. By doing a little show and tell, ramble about some of my favorite Christmas ornaments, Christmas tree ornaments. So hopefully you enjoyed it. It's the first time I ever did anything like this, really, for the channel, because I usually don't do holiday themes much for the channel. So I had a little extra time, so I thought I'd do it this year. So hope it turned out well. It wasn't planned or anything, so I just grabbed some ornaments that I really liked. I did go through those, but other than that, I really didn't know what I was gonna say or anything like that, so I was just winging it. So hopefully it turned out, and hopefully you found it relaxing somewhat. And I have a lot of videos planned for the new year. videos I'm doing now. I have new content coming also. So, I encourage you to click the bell so that you can be notified when the content comes out. And you can check it out. And I'd like to have your feedback so that I know, what you like, what you don't like, whatever. So, it's always helpful. Positive feedback is encouraged. And it's helpful to me, and it's helpful for me to know what kind of content to give you guys, so I'd appreciate that. Until next time, hope you're all doing well. I want to wish you happy holidays and a very, very happy new year. I'll be back.